Has the Patriot Act made us more safe? America is ranked 33rd in personal freedoms and security. Last year was 30th. What's it going to be next year?
But is it our government's fault for controlling us like that? Or is it our fault?
You know more about history and politics, and I don't understand any of that. But I do understand basic human liberty.
Going after the common man will change nothing. The real enemy is in the heart of civilization.
I remember back in the day, people thought it was actually cool to speak your mind.
They are creating us exactly how they want us to be.
This isn't justice for all.
We are further away from freedom.
And if the whole political system is guilty, then isn't this an indictment?
Look at what's right in front of you.
Yeah, we're halfway there now.
Now, I'm not a terrorist, buddy. You can search my stuff all you want, check my email and all that. Okay, shithead. Once you open some boxes, you can't close them.
But as long as we stay in control of this.
Fuck the whole system. Fuck the whole thing that we thought we knew.
I know it's scary, okay?
Those that give up freedom for security deserve neither. We will lose both.
And action.
You're smarter than me, okay? You know more about history and politics, and I don't understand any of that. But I do understand basic human liberty. And that guy you're facing, your opponent, he's tired. He's exhausted. He doesn't want to play anymore. He's lying, Max. And I can't explain how I know, but I've never been more sure of anything in my entire life. And I know you say I've given up, but I don't want to quit anymore. I choose liberty.
Okay, same note. Try to talk right to him, calm it down, get it a little more internalized. You'd slow it down a little too. That one was under time. Here we go. And action.
You're smarter than me. Okay? You know more about history and politics, and I don't understand any of that. But I do understand basic human liberty. And that guy, your opponent, he's tired. He doesn't want to play anymore. He's lying. And I can't explain how I know, but I've never been more sure of anything in my entire life. And you were right to say I've given up. But I don't want to quit anymore. I choose liberty.
Okay, good. And action.
Land of the free. We incarcerate 3% of our population. More than double of any other country on this earth. For what? It's big business. America is ranked 15th in personal freedoms. And you really need wealth to experience freedom. But when the 1% own 99% of it, you don't stand a fucking chance. How do we change it? How do we upset this fortune? We can't. Education's the key. And even that's being priced out of our price range. It's tripled in the same time that median wage has gone up 50%. Has the Patriot Act made us more safe? America is ranked 33rd in personal freedoms and security. Last year was 30th. What's it going to be next year? Those that give up freedom for security deserve neither and will lose both.
Nice. Let's do it. That counts. That counts. Here we go. And action.
Land of the free. We're the only nation in the world that jails 3% of our population.
Take that with 2 and 1, just in case you don't want to stand by it later. Take it both ways. And
I don't know what you mean.
just take it, just going to punch it on that one line. Do 3%, 2%, and 1%.
Okay.
I don't want to get you in trouble.
It's
in case
okay.
my memory's faulty on that. And action.
Land of the free. America jails 1% of its population, more than any other nation on this earth. Land of the free. America jails 2% of its population, more than any other country in the world. But it's big business to put people in jail and keep them there. So why not, right?
I'll let you take it one more time from the top. Since okay, here we go. And action.
Land of the free. You know America jails 3% of its population. But why not? It's big business. If you can make money doing anything, that's good in America, right? America's ranked 15th in personal freedoms. But wealth is a true key to freedom. And the 1% hold on to 99% of it. So how do you bridge that gap? Education, right? Education costs have tripled in the same amount of time that median wage has gone up 50%. Has the Patriot Act made us more safe? It's taken us this long to drop to 33rd in all the world of personal safety and security. Those that trade safety for security, those that trade freedom for security, deserve neither and will lose both.
Here we go. Edge of the fog.
Give me like 5 seconds just fine. I used to feel bad about killing bugs. I could go around all day swatting flies and no one would stop me. But when my shoe comes down, it sends hundreds of ants scurrying for their lives. It feels a bit different. Do the chemical reactions in each of their tiny little nervous systems amount to anger or sadness? How self-aware does something need to be before we stop How self-aware does something need to be before we stop subjecting it to fear and control? How human? We've got it good. We're all one species. We're all human. We know what we want. Justice, freedom from oppression, the right to an opinion. Hell, if we can't have it all, we can damn well share. Liberty is a state of mind. It's a state of ear. It's a state of mouth. Liberty is the legs that we stand on. We all need to stand up and help those who can't help themselves. It is the legs that we stand on. We all need to stand up and help those who can't help themselves. These concepts are defined by the only animal we know to be capable of definition. So when the strong lie to the weak will define the truth. And when the authorities abuse their throne, we'll remind them who built it. And they can cast their influence across the earth like some great net. But as long as we stay in control of this, They can't touch this. So when those giants look down on us from their high horses and say the people look like ants from up here, we'll say no. And we will never let them forget that we are the same.
Very cool. And you went over, so we're only gonna do one on that, but good.
What is liberty, and do we really have it? Let's step away from the theoretical and let's go practical, okay? Liberty, at least to me, is doing whatever you want to do and doing it on your own terms. Now, the caveat is that I can do what I want to do to anybody else as long as it doesn't infringe on their rights, their own quote-unquote liberties, and their property. That's from the Fifth and 14th Amendment due process. It's the most perfect use of American writing. Now, I say that because if I were to punch you in the face, it can be considered a crime and I'll go to jail. Now, see, on an individual basis, like Descartes' social contract, liberty exists. Okay, we're protected from doing things that hurt each other. But on a bigger front, as far as societies and individuals, it's a different story. Okay, ever since the dawn of man, okay, we're going beyond Hobbesian Leviathan, we're going beyond Tabula Rasa and John Locke, okay? When you have bigger organization entity governing people, certain measures need to be taken to ensure the safety of the individuals. Benjamin Franklin once said that if you're not willing to give up liberty for safety, then you don't deserve liberty and or safety. Alright, let's go contemporary. The biggest issue now in today's world is that you have an individual who leaks sensitive information, revealing that the NSA is working with phone companies to reveal private information. That individual has been ostracized by his government. The point being that although we do have liberties as individuals, as a society, we need to sacrifice some of those liberties to ensure our future generation.
I think those were a little longer, maybe. Here we go, and action.
You have to go. Either you do that, or I make sure that happens in my way. I know. I've been distant for a very long time. But that doesn't mean I don't care about you. I care about you very much. I've been watching you. I'm really proud of you. I can see exactly where you're going. And that scares me. Staying for the minister is foolish. You end up paying a price that you don't want to pay. I appreciate your courage, but it takes way more than that. You have to trust me on this. I promise you, there is a bigger picture. If you just step away, you'll be able to see it. So for right now, do as I say.
Okay. And action.
You have to go. Either you do that, or I make sure it happens in my way. I know. I have been distant for a really long time. But it doesn't mean I don't care about you. I care about you very much. I've been watching you. Really proud of you. I can see exactly where you're heading. And that scares me. Staying for the minister is foolish. You'll end up paying a high price that you don't want to pay. I appreciate your courage. But it takes more than that. You have to trust me on that. I promise you. There is a bigger picture. That if you're further away, you'll be able to see it. So for now, do as I